some weight? Yeah? That's good. That's real good. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to part 2 of my weight loss journey. Now, if you haven't seen part 1 yet, definitely go check it out. I will put the link in the doobly-doobly, whatever that is down there, description, that thing. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of tank tops because I am super pale, but I had to sport the Hodge twins. We left off last time with me crying inside of a gym bathroom, so let's go ahead and pick it up right back there. That was 1 month into me starting, and for the next 2 months, I continued to run 35 minutes every single day. Each day, trying to run further than I did the day before. I never took a day off. And let me tell you, there were days that I did not want to go. However, I gave myself the time of 8 p.m. every day, and even if I didn't feel like going, I would leave at 8 p.m. And once I got there, I was happy that I went and I did my 35 minutes. It was not long after I had finally gotten to 3 miles in 35 minutes that I wanted to do more. So I looked around the gym and finally found a few things that I could, pick up and put back down a few times. Yeah, I got this. Still, I had no clue what I was doing or how to lift weights at all. I stuck to a lot of the machines because at least then they would have the little pictures on them and I could follow what they were doing. How is this guy's legs doing that? I can't do that. When I first started, I had no special workout routine. I would just run my 35 minutes and then after I would just do each body part and do full body workouts after each time I ran. Now, about midway through month 2, I started to get like this weird back pain. But no worries, right? It's all part of the grind. So I continued to do my 35 minutes of running, full body workouts. I did this for another few weeks. So now we're at about the 3rd month. Since it was summer, my buddy came back home from out of town. He was blown away by me losing weight and trying to change my life. If you knew me before, I would have been the last person you would have ever thought would have started trying to lose weight. I actually never told anyone that I was losing weight or trying to. Before this last month, I actually rarely ever put anything on any social media. I may have changed my profile picture on Facebook a few times, but that's about it. I never posted anything to Facebook while I was losing weight until I actually got down to 170 pounds. And then all I did was just change my profile picture. I didn't even write anything like, look what I could do or look what I did. All I did was just change the profile picture. No one even thought it was me. So after my friend got in town who was already in shape, he's one of those guys that when you're out to eat, you would look at him and be like, dude, how do you eat all of that and stay in that shape? By the way, you gonna finish that other half of that burger? I got you, man. No need to waste food, right? Yeah? He suggested that we do P90X together because he had done P90X for a while before and he really enjoyed it and saw great results from it. And I saw the infomercials about people losing all kinds of weight, so hey, it must work, right? Well, it did. And this is where I answer the question of how do I feel about P90X, T25. Honestly, how do I feel about anything like CrossFit, any of it? I think anything that gets anybody active is a good thing. Try to use proper form, don't hurt yourself, and if you like it, then go for it. So him and I started doing P90X 6 days a week, and on the day that we wouldn't do it, I would go run for my 35 minutes. Now it was about midway into my 4th month that I couldn't feel my left leg that much anymore. I had no clue what was going on, I didn't know why I was in pain, but there was no stopping me. I watched a video that really hit home for me, and it said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. I wanted it that bad. I needed it that bad. It actually started to become kind of unhealthy. And this is where I tell you some stuff that I did that was a mistake, and you guys should not do it. The scale is going to be your enemy when you are losing weight. Every day when you step on it, all you want to see is that number go down. If I didn't see that number go down from the day before, I would make it go down by under-eating and going crazy in the gym. And when I say under-eating, there were days that I would go to like Subway, because that's where Jared went and he lost a whole bunch of weight, and I would get one foot-long sandwich, and that is all I would eat the entire day. However, the scale would go down and I would say, "Ha! Gotcha!" And I thought I was doing a good thing. Like, I was so happy at how quickly I was losing the weight that I didn't care about anything else. Let me tell you this now, guys, do not make this mistake. I was on the fast track to an eating disorder, and it affects me to this day. Right now, get it into your head, do not starve yourself. And I started to take this to a whole nother level. By the beginning of my 5th month of working out, my family wanted to take a 3-week trip to Europe. This terrified me. I was so scared that I was just gonna go over there and eat pizza and pasta and just carb city and just gain it all back, so I was scared. I had lost so much that I was not prepared to gain anything back. I couldn't. So unfortunately, the only idea I had at the time was under-eat and exercise like crazy. While I was there, I had days where I probably ate maybe 500 calories, and I ran all over Europe for hours every day. When I got home from the trip, I woke up the morning after I was back, and I was scared of what the scale was gonna say. I was so scared that I had gained weight. So I stepped on it, and come to find out, I actually lost another 15 pounds while I was in Europe. At the time, I was like, yes! Now, I look back and that was awful. That was a very bad idea. By the 5th month, I had weighed 183 pounds. Like I had said in my first video, I started at 255. By 5 months, I had lost 70 pounds. This is way too quick, and I probably should not have gone this crazy. This is a notepad of my weigh-ins from every Monday while I was losing weight, and healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds per week. Now obviously if you are very overweight, it's okay to do a little bit more, but I cannot reiterate this enough that you cannot starve yourself. You are going to want to undereat because you'll see the scale go down faster. However, the stress on your body is far from worth it. Ladies, no less than 1,200 calories, and dudes, no less than 1,500. Eat your 2 veggies and fruits every day and hit your fiber. This was getting out of hand, so out of hand that by the 6th month, I could not feel my left leg at all. I couldn't bend over past this point. My mom finally forced me to go to the doctor and take x-rays and an MRI. When the doctor was explaining the results of my x-ray and MRI, I didn't know what was going on. The room just started to get dark. All I could see was just a tunnel ahead of me. I was so scared that he was gonna tell me that I couldn't keep losing weight or that I had to stop exercising. I blacked out and didn't know what happened. Some of the stuff that I tell you about my journey is hard to say. Sometimes I wanted to leave some of this out. However, I would be lying to you all if I did, and I don't want to do that. So even though I may have just blacked out in a tunnel of darkness, the light at the end was shining brighter than ever. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch these videos, and if you like them, please give them a thumbs up and subscribe to find out what happens next and how I got out of Snap City. And a huge big thank you to John and Chris Jones for bringing over the POG Army and the Obese to Beast Army. You guys have shown nothing but love and kindness, so please continue to ask any question you want to know and keep leaving those awesome comments because I read all of them. And remember, anyone can do this. You just have to start your fire. I'll see you guys in part 3.